Recently, Tesla announced that it was stopping new production of the Model 3 and making a spectacular twist with this model. It's safe to say that this will be the most important refresh that Tesla's made to Model 3 so far with Project Highland. Tesla will take everything they've learned over the last 16 years and bring it back to this car through a complete overhaul of the Tesla Model 3. After many ups and downs, the project has finally been completed and maintained the official launch date. So with this new project, how will Model 3 change on this special launch? And how successful are these big projects in Tesla's upcoming plans? Let's take a closer look at the Tesla Model 3 production updates and see what makes it tick in today's episode of Tesla Car World. Before we start, we ask that you please show your support by subscribing if you haven't already, and ringing that bell so you don't miss out on any of our exciting videos in the future. Now, let's get into it. Some recent information suggested that the Project Highland of Model 3 is the biggest update in Tesla history, and keeping that a secret in the automotive community isn't an easy task. The updated version of the Model 3 has been the source of rumor for months and is the subject for immense interest for electric vehicle enthusiasts. In today's video, we'll give you a Tesla update about them implementing drone restrictions at Giga Shanghai for the Model 3 Project Highland while testing is underway. Over the years, Tesla has imposed drone flyover limitations at Giga Berlin and Giga Shanghai, sometimes as a result of unruly drone pilots, and other times to stop the drones from collecting important data. With the most recent constraints at Giga Shanghai, it seems to be the latter, indicating that Tesla is attempting to hide their Project Model 3 upgrade from prying eyes. Giga Shanghai's Model 3 refresh production got underway earlier in June, just in time for CEO Elon Musk's first trip to China in 3 years. In preparation for its upcoming premiere, it now appears that Tesla's begun testing the new Model 3 on the premises of Giga Shanghai. However, in recent days, those precautions have been enhanced with the expansion of the factory's control area and the restriction of flight height to 30 meters with significant signal interference. The signal would deteriorate and stop all video transmission if the plant was 2 kilometers or 1.2 miles away from the drone. Based on this, several drone operators also claim that the actions taken go above and beyond standard drone control procedures in China and were carried out with the local government's consent. But before these new restrictions, Tesla had to cooperate with the local government. Tesla is staying very quiet on the Model 3 refresh for obvious reasons. Multiple test cars have been spotted on the roads in California with camouflage hiding new front and rear ends. However, Project Highland involves much more than just changes to the interior and exterior. It's actually a complete overhaul of the electric sedan. So what do you think of this test? How does it meet the launch time in the third quarter? Please let us know in the comments section. Next for today's episode, we'll give you the latest update on the final pre-release change of the Model 3 Highland. For this one, we've got even more leaks about the refresh. We heard that this is going to be the most significant refresh. Tesla has done an existing model and will be taking everything they've learned in the last 16 years and putting it back into this car. It can be said that Highland is a complete overhaul of the Tesla Model 3. How does the price of the car change after the overhaul of this Model 3? The price of this model is expected to remain at its original price, such as the rear-wheel drive version, which is equal to $40,240 US. The long-range version is $47,240, while the performance is valued at $53,240. Also, Tesla's Model 3 is still on the list of cars that qualify for federal tax incentives from the US government up to $7,500. On top of that, many states are offering additional discounts for consumers that are interested in clean cars, which means even lower prices. California, for example, is offering an additional $2,000 incentive. And Tesla's 6-year gas savings program is saving customers an additional $4,800. Up to now, this model is currently more affordable than what we've seen before. For example, the rear-wheel drive version's price tag will ultimately drop by almost $26,000 after all these discounts. The main reason is that a core feature of this refresh is an improved and optimized manufacturing process. Okay, so when is the Model 3 Highland coming out? Based on reports from Tesla employees, some say third quarter or July of this year. However, others say it'll come out in the early part of next year. But based on one of our sources, we got a heads up that Tesla has started Project Highland production in June, and these final versions are being tested before the official launch. Fans of the Tesla Model 3 are eagerly awaiting word of this highly anticipated Highland update, which has become a mainstay in the electric vehicle industry. There have been rumors regarding when manufacturing would begin, with some saying it might start as early as June 1st. The evidence indicates, as of June 1st, Tesla's Shanghai facility would prohibit employees from taking cell phones inside the workshop. This raised the possibility that Model 3 Highland trial production will start that day. So do you have any thoughts on these recent developments? Please leave a comment and let us know what you think about the exact release date. How does the exterior change in this Model 3? The Tesla Model 3 is getting a complete makeover with the Highland project, which includes both significant interior and exterior upgrades. The prototypes we've seen in testing as they continue are just a taste of what's to come. The next Model 3 could get new bumper cameras, and the addition of the letter R being flashed in mirrors when reversing is a safety feature. Since it can be a little harder to tell the gear you're in and which direction you swipe while shifting on the screen, the two features might be linked. We've seen this on the Cybertruck and with Tesla adding it to their other cars here, and it'll provide a completely new front fascia that incorporates the bumper cam. So that's the latest on these new changes to Model 3. More importantly, how do you rate these new developments? Are these features what you want to see in the new Model 3? Okay, onto the inside now. How do these latest interior upgrades change this Model 3? With its most recent patent application for a steer-by-wire system, Tesla has advanced one step further into the future. It was suggested before the end of last year that this system would appear in 2023. The system, which is ready to take the place of conventional steering mechanisms, offers enticing benefits like the improved economy, cutting-edge steering configurations, and the potential for groundbreaking cockpit designs for vehicles. The mechanical connection between the steering and the wheels of this vehicle is eliminated using steer-by-wire technology. Instead, the driver's steering inputs are transformed into electrical signals that are then processed by the car's computer system to control the direction of the wheels. This modification will make the steering ultra-responsive, smoother, and more effective. This upgrade is definitely going to change the way we drive. The patent showcases a surprising feature called redundancy in the design. This system relies on redundant components that are zonally installed, eliminating the need for a backup mechanical steering system. This guarantees that the performance of the system as a whole is unaffected even if one of the other features happen to fail. Another cool advantage is the possibility to increase production speed by lowering the number of steering mechanism parts required. Drive-by-wire technology also promises a better ride since it eliminates the steering wheel's direct connection to the road, which reduces vibration and pull on irregular surfaces. This sophisticated technology also reacts to a number of different factors to generate a precise steering ratio, making driving easier and more natural. The driving experience may be adjusted with the use of digital signals, which also help to eliminate vibrations and unexpected bumps that can be brought on by things like potholes. So for those who might find conventional steering difficult, such as senior citizens or a person with a disability, this could be especially helpful. Tesla's also announced the use of matrix LED headlights across the entire Model 3 lineup, and also uses RGB ambient lights for a more cool and modern feel. It seems Tesla's biggest goal with the Model 3 Highland revamp was to give owners what they wanted, because Elon is always interested in getting consumer feedback when a model is launched. There has also been an advance in the quality of the parts. For example, the most recent Hardware 4.0, which was installed in the Model S, X, and Y vehicles, have updated cameras. And these HQ cams will allow the autopilot feature to operate with much smoother ease. This updated Model 3 will have more comfortable seats and a better sound system too. Several users report that they love these upgrades and that they're much better than the previous versions. We don't know if Tesla will ever put a rear screen in production, but for what it's worth, it has tested one. And that makes a lot of sense considering how similar the Model 3's inside is to how it was when it premiered 6 years back. But there's more to this. In addition to these aesthetic improvements, this revamp will put an emphasis on recyclable materials. By using recycled materials in the cabin, Tesla hopes to make its powertrains for the Model 3 more environmentally friendly. This is a feature that, according to reports, will be implemented in the Model 3 and Model Y programs. Additionally, Model Y's most recent drive unit iteration allows numerous other components to meet Tesla's environmental standards, while at the same time lowering the cost of minor parts and repairs. And now, let's take a look at the reason why Tesla is building a factory in Mexico. Tesla has stated that the Tesla Gigafactory Mexico is now anticipated to start car production in the first quarter of 2025, and has revealed an update target timetable for component suppliers in China. This is a brand new auto factory in Mexico's Santa Catarina municipality, close to the city of Monterrey, where the company will produce its more affordable next-generation EVs. Gigafactory Mexico's output may begin 1 or 2 quarters later than anticipated, according to the China-based website Late Post. According to a previous estimate, the factory's construction would take between 12 and 15 months to complete, which would be longer than the time it took for the Shanghai facility. This is because of the factory's brand new assembly line, which Tesla plans to use for its sedan models. According to this magazine, Tesla has reportedly warned its suppliers that if they don't finish localized production in Mexico by 2025, they risk losing their export contracts with Tesla's US plants, plus possibly having trouble getting orders from the new site. Tesla did not guarantee to give overseas China-owned businesses any order, and may not have offered additional support to Chinese suppliers who might end up opening shop in Mexico. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that an investment in Mexico won't be advantageous for Tesla suppliers. If true, that would be a very aggressive move by Tesla. But it's also important to note that for a small group of partners, the electric vehicle manufacturer will adopt a purchase price in Mexico that is 18 to 20% more than its orders in China. A facility in Mexico would boost gross margins by about 3 points with that system, according to the supplier. In other words, it appears like Tesla is making every effort to keep crucial suppliers as close as possible to its Mexico Gigafactory, which should result in cheaper total costs compared to importing components from other parts of the world and delivering them to Mexico. According to the first declaration, it will require an investment of around $5 billion and the employment of about 5,000 employees to support a production output of 1 million automobiles annually. Moving forward, the Tesla Gigafactory Mexico is likely the electric vehicle manufacturer's most ambitious site for producing cars. 2 million vehicles are anticipated to be produced at the factory soon, and estimates place Tesla's investment at roughly $10 billion. Around 7,000 workers are anticipated to be added by Giga Mexico. And just so we know, Giga Mexico is responsible for producing Tesla's forthcoming models, as well as helping with the production of their current ones. Because the upcoming EVs will be produced in massive quantities, well above prior production volumes, producing such high-quality vehicles demands a large degree of manufacturing innovation on Tesla's part. Now, for our final update on today's video, it's that Tesla's Megapack 2XL is going to be powering the largest battery project that's being developed by Francis Neowen. A new massive 877 megawatt-hour battery project being planned by Francis Neowen in Western Australia will be powered by the Tesla Megapack 2XL. For large-scale energy storage projects, the Tesla Megapack battery pack has swiftly established itself as the leading option. Neowen was involved in that. Tesla's Power Pack, which was released back in 2017, was the Megapack's predecessor. At the time, Neo utilized them in one of the first significant lithium-ion battery cell-based energy storage projects in South Australia. Tesla's utility-scale energy storage system gained notoriety because of the Tesla Power Pack project in South Australia, also referred to as the Big Tesla Battery. Tesla's utility-scale energy storage technologies, which are effective and lucrative, were more widely known as a result of that project. Tesla and Neon have continued to collaborate on new projects, including one in Australia with a 400 megawatt-hour capacity. The initiative, which was run by Neowen, turned out to be quite successful and lucrative. Since then, Tesla and the French energy provider have collaborated on numerous occasions to employ the Megapack for substantial energy storage projects. Neowen has just disclosed that it has once more hired Tesla for a significant Megapack project. In a competitive process organized by the Western Australian Coordinator of Energy, Neowen, one of the world's top producers of solely renewable energy, was given a contract for 197 megawatts of equal 4-hour capacity services by the Australian Energy Market Operator. The service will be provided by Collie Battery Stage 1, which has the capacity of 219 megawatts or 877 megawatt hours, and is made up of 224 Tesla Megapack 2XL units. Neowen began working on the project in 2021, and in December of 2022, development approval for a total of 1 gigawatt or 4 gigawatt hours was granted. The battery will be situated close to Collie in the homeland of the Wilman people of the Bibbulmun Nation in Western Australia's southwest region, There, it will link up with a Schatz Terminal substation of Western Power, which is part of the Southwest Interconnected System, a network that's distinct from the one on Australia's eastern coast. Specifically, this battery will be situated close to the town of Cali in Western Australia's southwestern region. This is the latest iteration of Tesla's Megapack, which was upgraded in September to have a 3.9 megawatt-hour capacity. With a capacity of 4 gigawatt-hours, when this project is finished, it will be the world's largest battery system, with enough power to run more than 3.5 million houses if each one uses about 10,000 kilowatt-hours annually. That represents a third of all the homes in Australia. Of course, these plants will also be supplying energy to companies and enterprises, which use a lot more energy than the typical household does. Although it's unbelievably amazing to see, Neon has had a significant impact on Australia transition, and this is unbelievably amazing to see. Neon has also had a significant impact on Australia's transition to 100% renewable energy. This is excellent news for Tesla, which is also at the forefront of this revolution. Their automotive industry isn't the only one that's flourishing, and in years to come, we can only expect Tesla Energy to grow in popularity. Are you buying a Tesla Model 3? Would you want to exchange it for the new Tesla model? Feel free to share your opinions and let us know what you think of it. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button and join our Tesla Car World family by subscribing to our channel. And don't miss out on any of our awesome videos by hitting the bell icon. We value your feedback and your time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Until then, stay safe and have fun.